Welcome to the Magic City, where NBA teams have come looking for some magic from their top draft picks and a few pro dreamers as well here at the 2015 Orlando Summer League. We are inside Amway Center, where Orlando is hosting the Summer League for the 12th straight year, and today we bring you the first of our exhaustive coverage with the Miami Heat taking on the Indiana Pacers. For the Miami Heat, a lot of people felt like Justice Winslow was a steal at number 10 overall.
It really was. Maybe the most competitive player in this past draft. I mean, this guy is an attacker, gets after, really willed that Duke team to the national championship. Questions about his size, the fact that he only measured out about 6'4.5" could be some of that concern, but let's see how he starts to fare here.
Tyler Johnson and Zoran Dragic, Goran's brother. Justice Winslow, as we mentioned, James Ennis, and Willie Reed, who played very well in Summer League here. Montes Kanitis starts for the Indiana Pacers out of Lithuania, along with Jarrell Eddy, Solomon Hill, Miles Turner, and Shane Whittington, who spent his rookie season with the Pacers last season. And underway from Orlando, it's Tyler Johnson.
You know, they really feel like they can be a factor in that Eastern Conference.
Kanitis tried to find Miles Turner, turned it over. It's Dragic in the open floor, setting up Willie Reed, and one. Willie Reed running the floor and finishing for the Heat.
And that is a really nice display of his skill set, to be able to run the floor at full speed, and then the softness of the hands to not only catch this ball, but then to be able to make a decision, put the ball down, body control, take the contact and the finish. Really impressive. Winslow was a phenomenal athlete when he was in school.
Tyler Johnson picked it. And he'll finish, and that's what we saw from Johnson here last summer. He really opened some eyes with his athleticism and eventually made his way to that Miami. A lot of lefties on the floor for this Miami team, including Tyler Johnson. That works with either hand. It's 15-8 early on. Miami on top on day one from Orlando. Hit the floor, hit the back rim as well. Ennis inside. And it's big Joshua Smith with the finish.
Yeah, that was a nice finish there. And Josh Smith never been one who's been questioned in terms of the ability. And as soon as we say that, how about that? Trice doesn't give up on the play and able to get the steal in the basket. Become a better all-around player in terms of handling, decision-making.
Tyler Johnson. Big game hunting.
That was really saw Reed, and they're just taking off from that launching pad, where you saw Reed able to go in, catch the ball on the fly, and make the passes. But sometimes you got to be able to catch difficult passes, and that's something he's got to work on. A nice triple there.
Good-looking stroke by the rookie Winslow. Johnson reports the Phoenix Suns are very much in the hunt for Aldridge, and obviously he's got a chance to go back to Portland if he wants to. He'd be welcome there and can make another $30 million or so on that deal as Dragic finishes.
Yeah, but how about
Miami?
But what a great decision there by Ennis with the kick ahead. Put Dragic in a position to make a play. Watch Winslow here with the strong hands to create the turnover. But again, this is not a stat for this, but that quick pass there put Dragic on the offensive.
Ennis thought about the three. He'll drive it instead. Goes to the left hand, and a beautiful finish by James Ennis.
That was it.
We'll take a break. James Ennis and the Heat feeling it here in Central.
That's to your point with Turner. Turner's a big, but he can play more in space. He's just not that prototypical back to the basket big. He can play the game outside of the paint.
Ennis will try the three, and it goes for James Ennis, who is heated up here in the second half. James Ennis has picked up the pace here in the second half, and the Heat maintain an 8-point lead. The way most of the league is trying to go, especially in light of what the Warriors did this season, as Winslow finishes his second bucket of the morning.
Yeah, good decision there for him. And the thing about Payne, Golden State, and it just was not to be, though. Listen, you can't blame David Blatt. I mean, he didn't have a lot to work with all the injuries they had.
Missing two of your three best players is a tough way to go into the NBA Finals.
Listen, missing two of the best players in the league, not just two of your best. I mean, that's a lot to try to overcome.
Even more on his three-point stroke, because that's going to be a big part of his NBA future.
He can really get after it defensively. Very athletic, great quickness as well. And you can see that being featured with this group right now for the Heat as they're starting to extend their pressure and be more disruptive.
Trice out high, 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Richardson launches at the buzzer, and it's good.
And here you see coming up with that steal, great hands there on that baseline, and then here, that little pump fake right there. And of course he traveled, yeah, but this is the NBA, you can get away with that. It looked to be, from that angle, we don't have a great vantage point, but it looked like.
Saved by Whittington. He'll get it back and throw it down. Greg Whittington out of Georgetown extends the lead to 24 now, and timeout to get the Pacers a little momentum. Still down 22 as the rookie Justice Winslow goes
nice move
high
there
off the glass.
And which is a positive if you're the Heat.
And he doesn't project, at least early on in his career, Winslow gets another bucket, he doesn't project to be a volume sort of shooter or scorer.
But I do think he's a very good basketball player. And again, I go back to the fit for the Heat. The fact that he's going to get an opportunity to take his time with his development. We forget the kid's still 19. You know,
Justice Winslow will stop by after his first taste of professional basketball. The rookie out of Duke will join us next here. And then it's the Magic and the Pistons coming up next. Stick with us.